Fox News is in overtime, overdrive, working overtime. Mixing up my metaphors here. Sean Hannity last night on Fox News. Look, I don't know how to talk about what is becoming such a weird and gross alternate reality in conservative circles, in the world of MAGA. Sean Hannity had the temerity, the gall, the shamelessness, the lack of dignity to sit there on his program, continuing to whine, by the way, about the debate that Donald Trump agreed to the rules on. Donald Trump agreed to do the first debate on CNN. Donald Trump agreed to the terms. And it's just buckets of tears from Sean Hannity about it, trying to convince Donald Trump at every turn to either back out of the debate or at the very least set the bar so low that any performance that Donald Trump gives will be heralded as a victory. Very weird. But in this particular clip, he's making a charge against CNN anchors Jake Tapper and Dana Bash as being propagandists. Coming from Fox News's chief propagandist, it is mind-blowing for me. Again, to the point where it's difficult to even provide commentary on it because it's just so funny, scary, gross, bizarre. Watch this, and then I guess we'll talk about it.
All right, we are only 8 days away from the first presidential debate, and I think it is past time for the moderators, fake Jake Tapper on fake news CNN, fake Dana Bash, to get their network in check. Because right now, we are witnessing North Korea levels of nothing but outright propaganda. And as you can see, they're not doing journalism. They lie. They say they're journalists. No, they're not. They're state-run media. They're certainly not holding truth to power. The state-run media is simply repeating White House talking points, all in what is a desperate attempt to defend their chosen candidate.
What? CNN, it's fake Jake Tapper. He's a pretty real person. It's fake Dana Bash on fake news CNN. It's CNN. Look, I got no particular love for CNN. They make mistakes all the time. But you think CNN is state-run news media? That's the hill you're going to die on, Sean Hannity. When your network, largely driven by text messages that were discovered during discovery from you and Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham and Maria Bartiromo and executives at Fox News and Jesse Waters and Brett Baier and Shannon Breen, those text messages proved you to be the propagandist, to be state media. Remember, if you will, the nearly $1 billion settlement that your company entered into so they wouldn't have to go to trial and maybe have to pay more, but also to protect other information from coming public. Remember that. In the lies that you entered into, the conspiracies, the defamation that you entered into against a company that runs voting machines in service to Donald Trump and continuing his lie. Remember the headline: Fox News settles Dominion lawsuit for $787.5 million over U.S. election lies. But it's fake Jake Tapper. From Politico, tons of crazy. The inside story of how Fox fell for the big lie. A play-by-play from Inside Fox reveals the network poisoned politics and lost $787.5 million. Here's from the New Republic. How Fox News is quietly covering up stories that make Trump look weak. The pro-Trump network appears to be actively shielding the MAGA masses from all manner of news that makes his presidential hopes look dim. How about this from last night on Fox News with dum-dum Jesse Waters sitting with chief conspiracy theorist Maria Bartiromo continuing to lie about Joe Biden's cognitive state, continuing to lie about things that are on video that we know to be lies. Tell me again about propaganda coming from one network or another, Sean Hannity.
Because a lot of people believe Obama has been calling the shots the whole time.
Well, who is, Jesse? Come on. Is it the guy who's wandering around? Is it the guy who forgot Alejandro Mayorkas' name the other day?
Yeah. That was not a deep fake.
And that wasn't a deep fake.
No, it was not. Exactly. All right, Maria.
That's Maria Bartiromo, the woman who brought us the election conspiracy from a woman who she received an email from through Sidney Powell, that from a woman who claimed that the wind told her that she's a ghost, but she didn't believe that old crazy wind. But here's a buffet of conspiracy theories, wild conspiracy theories, that Justice Antonin Scalia was killed on a human hunting expedition. And they didn't tell you all of that. They just went with the election lie to back up Trump's claim that the election was stolen from him. And here is the clip they're talking about, that they're claiming Joe Biden didn't say the name of his Homeland Security chief, that he didn't say it. Oh, but no, that's not a deep fake. Oh, that's real. That's real. Is it?
Here at the White House yesterday, President Biden appeared to forget the name of his own DHS chief.
My name's Joe Biden. I'm Jill Biden's husband. Thanks to all the members of Congress and Homeland Security Secretary. I'm not sure I'm going to introduce you all the way. But all kidding aside.
Now, President Biden is in Rehoboth Beach.
I'm not sure I'm going to introduce you all the way. But all kidding aside, Secretary Mayorkas, as well as
liars, propagandists, working in service to be the next state-run media to protect Donald Trump, to build up his candidacy. Liars, projection artists, liars. And I'm not even going to go into, with any depth, the videos I've already done, the topics I've already talked about related to them lying about Joe Biden at the G7, where he was talking to the parachutists and giving him a thumbs up, and that was amazing. They didn't show that part. They cropped in the frame so it just looks like he's looking off frame. Or at the stage just recently, the stage at the fundraiser, where they say he froze and had to be led off stage by Barack Obama. When we've seen the footage, we watched the full video, we know that is not true. We also have seen Joe Biden do lengthy interviews on Howard Stern and other networks where it's just extemporaneous talking, answering questions. He's not cognitively impaired. Not in the way they say. If there's impairment, it's just natural course of order of being an 80-year-old man. Taking a little bit more time to think of answers. Walking a little slower. But their guy, when he walks down ramps at a snail's pace, they don't even show that. Again, because they're the propagandists and the projection artists. Anyway, it's inexplicable to me that Sean Hannity is without shame or dignity to such a level that he'll get up there on TV to his Fox News audience, insulting their intelligence and just tell them lies. Because he's a coward. He's afraid of Donald Trump. He's afraid of the truth, or he's afraid of what America is becoming, which is finally living up to the aspirational values that are written about and talked about in our founding documents and in the Constitution. Maybe not the original version of it, but certainly the subsequent amendments. Anyway, what do you think? You can leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. You can also leave me a voicemail. 714-576-4054. You can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. I want to hear from you. Please consider supporting the work. Click the join button below, see what's involved. Patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Make sure you're subscribed, you like this video, you share this video with some Fox News automaton in your audience. That would be fantastic. And I will see you next time. Be genuine. Take care of one another.